Welcome back to another episode of Microplays, a video series that documents plays that can sometimes fall under the radar or happen off-screen but still deserve some attention. Today, we're going to be breaking down some plays that occurred during the Overwatch League 2021 season, showcasing new and old talent alike. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. Starting us off, the Dragons are up 1 point on Ilios and are looking to defend the lighthouse. YakPunk on ball is heading around the right side to point, in hopes of finding an easy backup or a potential early pick. However, unbeknownst to YakPunk, Fate is just lurking around the corner. As YakPunk rounds the corner towards the building, Fate immediately slams YakPunk inside and Lip closes off the other end. Frantically attempting to escape, YakPunk pops his emergency shields and tries to squeeze to freedom. Hopelessly bouncing around in ball form, the Shanghai duo easily burn him down, and YakPunk all but gives up. This allows Shanghai more leeway on the front line, as well as an opportunity to pincer the NYXL from the back line.
In that last fight, and crucially in that last round and in that first fight on this round, Kalios has been shut down hard. YakPunk down already. How many times, ZP, are we going to see YakPunk die in the early stages of the fight?
Our next play brings us to Juggertown during a match between the Dynasty and the Charge. The Charge are defending the cart which has stalled in the streets, while the Dynasty are looking to push in the final mile. The Dynasty, beginning their engagement, head into the lower room to hopefully push the Charge off the high ground, giving them a level playing field. As Charge's tanks begin to rotate downwards to face the Dynasty, the support line and Choice of Juan head through the window and gives Genji the nano. As Choice of Juan heads in, Kariv lags behind and tosses a Bionade through the entrance and lands a 4-man purple. Simultaneously, Rio pops Primal Rage and keeps them displaced inside the tiny room. Completely unable to heal, Creative throws down a Panic Immortality field. Krong, focusing it down, manages to take it out, and the Dynasty begins to crumble.
But you're going up against 5 ultimates, nearly 6 coming online for Sol, including a rally which was game-winning previously, or fight-winning previously. Slowly trying to charge up to the next. It's actually a pretty decent pickup and a nano on the Choi.
Yeah, the bio is absolutely huge from Kariv. 4 members yet again. Rio headed up with the Primal. Is just tearing people limb from limb. Only going to be Kwong's mech as a casualty here.
Next up, we join Shanghai as they look to finalize their Juggertown payload capture on the 3rd point. Fusion have completely set up in a defensive position just outside of their spawn room, utilizing the wall as a natural cover. Unable to contest against the Fusion's amplification matrix, the Dragons are forced to back off slightly, despite LeeJaeGon's having rally up. In the final moments, Rascal makes the call to pop Deadeye, whilst hiding behind Mano's barrier. Izayaki, in anticipation of the EMP, positions himself deep in the backline. Void, on the other hand, sees this as an opportunity to toss his self-destruct directly into the Fusion's ranks. EQO, holding on to his game-winning ultimate, must save himself in order to preserve his EMP. Looking to line of sight himself from the bomb, EQO jumps through the window. LeeJaeGon anticipates this and watches. Whip-shotting EQO at a perfect time, it sends him flying back into the radius of the bomb. Now, the Fusion are out of their EMP and it allows the Dragons a lot of space to advance forward. In a panic, Hotba tries to create space by launching his bomb, but it nets absolutely nothing. Izayaki, in a last resort move, pops Transcendence to ensure the Dragons have enough to sustain for his final battle. Finally, EQO comes out and uses EMP right away, but it's too late. The Dragons have finished off the bulk of the Fusion and promptly capture the final point.
This is already a lot of damage done.
That it is. EQO is hacked. He cannot use the EMP at the moment. Does have it ready to go. Self-destruct from Void. Sends it over towards the spawn. Towards an EQO dies! What? You cannot allow that to happen if you're the Fusion. Now they have the play on the card. It's just 2 meters away from completion. Transcendence rolling. Fate going to be stunned there for just a moment for the flashbang, but overall is going to be just fine. Goes straight back into the fight.
Dragon Strike.
Rascal, they fall. The Dragon Strike will come crashing through. The EMP comes out from EQO, but it is far too late. It hits 4, but who cares? The damage is already done.
Finally, we find ourselves during the Spitfire vs Shock game in Nepal, where they are neck and neck, each with 1 point. Shock begin to push in, hoping to quickly build Symmetra's wall and advance to the point. Following through with their plan, the wall gives them the space they need to speed onto the point and recapture it outright. Funny enough, Mulfig would have been able to contest it at the last second, if not for the wall Blase propped up in the doorway. Moving on, as the Shock continue to push forward and claim the space, Blase sets up another wall to trap the Fusion's front line on the precarious edge. Calyx, not missing a beat, wall rides through and boops Shock's entire front line into the abyss, netting a 3-person environmental kill. Naturally, this allows the Spitfire to clean up the remaining Shock members, and then finally reclaim the point.
Filter onto this space pretty comfortably, and a gravitic flux from Troikoben here into the sound barrier from Calyx. I want to try and chase down Sparker, but oh my! Calyx with 3! You can't ask for much more than that, Matthew. It's such a critical moment.
And that's all we have for this episode of Microplays. Which one of these plays was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. This video was made possible thanks to our wonderful patrons. A massive thank you to everybody on this list, and shout out to Jason, B, Brendan, Kubi, David, Foxy, IRYN, Lyra, Mauve, Nate, Nathan, Sierra, Shampoo, Weeaboo, Spartacus, and Yashichi for being platinum supporters. And an extra special shout out to Steven Noodles, Marco, and Mookie for being diamond supporters. And an extra special shout out to Fool from The Art of Warfare for being our Grandmaster supporter. Thank you so much, guys, we really appreciate it. If you also want to support our channel and unlock perks, check out the Patreon link in the description below, or join our Discord server. If you want to help us out in a different way, leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell to stay up to date is also appreciated. My name is Nikita, and thank you for watching.